And we are back. Welcome back one, welcome back all. We've got a game underway. We did have some problems actually getting the SE version of Infernal downloaded, so we do apologise about that, but that seems to be all sorted now. I'm of course Jay, he is Warclan, and we are going to be jumping straight into, it's going to be Infused against Anexis, so battle of the, two underdog UK teams here. As you can see from the overview, standard setups. Nothing particularly spectacular here from either team. 7-10 the scoreline in favour of Anexis right now. Anexis on the, well, I want to say fancied CT side in Inferno, but I don't think it's as fancied anymore because of the changes on Banana. I think it's a little bit easier to actually push and take once you get to the top of Banana, that is. I think the approach to Banana is much more difficult though, so I suppose that you could argue that evens itself out, I suppose. Somewhat of an unnecessary change for my money, but oh well. Now, Warclan, of course, these two teams, I mean, not necessarily, going to be the two teams that we'll see standing at the end of the tournament. I don't see either of these two teams particularly, that includes Anexis. I think Anexis need a lot of work at the moment, but I don't see either of these two teams challenging top 5 in Europe at the moment. Out of the two teams, who do you see as like the, I'd say the underdog that everybody should be pulling for? You think it will be Infused?
Well, yeah, Infused here. I would say Infused are the underdogs, yeah. I mean, Anexis, great team. Not a great team, great players, and they have the potential to be a great team. I was going
to say they're kind of the antithesis of a great team. Great individuals, but the team play does seem to lack a little bit at the moment. As you can see, Infused picking up the run just to sort of put the exclamation point on the point I was making there. It was really a situation where Anexis were in a dominant position for most of that round and then kind of threw it away towards the end with just shoddy communication and not shutting down the actual covered side push there. So 11-7 now the scoreline. Infused by itself a bit of a lifeline here. Let's take a look at your top scorers so far. Top scorer in server is going to be released. So Dan on 17 for 11. Second place, that's going to be ZSY, in fact, on 14 and 11. And third place is going to be Shig on 13 and 13, with 5 assists in there as well.
Alright, needs to be said though, last round actually went in favour of Anexis because of the time. So Infused lost that round, which was horrible.
I do apologise. I thought they actually picked, because he picked up the final frag, I thought he picked up the actual round there, but that's what you get when you're playing with XSplit and thinking about other things at the same time.
Yeah.
So back in game anyway. We're going to see Mark with the FAMAS headshot. It's going to shut down Jim on the Banana site. Rattlesnake patiently waiting for that alt pick. He knows that Release is down there, so I think he's going to use Release as bait here, try and force him down Banana. It's not going to happen, though. Release is going to grab the frag without the help of Rattlesnake. So another round on the board for Anexis. 12-7 now the scoreline. And really at this point, I have to say that Anexis should pick up the victory here, but I mean, still, considering the fact that they lost to Kick, they're going to be struggling, aren't they? I mean, that third place spot. Would they go through on? Would they have to play a wildcard game, or how would that work for third place now?
I'm not really sure. It kind of depends on all the results and stuff, I think. So it's we have to see the end result of the group before we can think about what they will do to decide the third place. But yeah, that's pretty much what Anexis is hoping for right now, because second place is not going to happen for them unless
Kick mess up big time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see who will Kick be playing. Was it CRG or is it Infused?
Now they are playing CRG, I think. Yeah.
So I can't see them messing up against CRG. No offense to CRG, but Kick did play really well against Anexis, obviously, and didn't put in that bad of a performance against VeryGames, even considering that the first half was pretty one-sided, to be honest. Indeed.
Let's see if Sam can pick up a kill. No.
Mint shutting Sam down on the approach from Arch here. ZSY with his own AWP misses quite an easy shot. That's a bit uncharacteristic. ZSY would normally make that. I know that from playing against him in numerous mixes. Mo with the headshot. Second headshot to follow up as well. He's putting that M4 to good use here. It's 5.56 rounds, finding the target, 3 headshots in a row. And really ZSY caught his pants around his ankles right in the middle of the site. Well, I'll say middle of the site. It was kind of middle of the site, but to the right of, near Graveyard. And not much he could really do in that position, was the Warclan?
No, it wasn't. And looking at the stats again, I mean, Mole, this is the second game we've casted from Anexis, and Mole has been top fragging, getting pretty much the most kills throughout.
And he's
the
a replacement
game
as well. So I mean, most people said if there was going to be a wink, it would probably be Mole.
I said that.
Double HE down Banana. Let's get back into this round because that is going to completely change the complexion of this round. It is just an eco bash, but it's always nice to see you know, the coordination on the double HE on Banana. Minch going to grab himself the headshot onto Jim. MX shut down by that Glock burst. It looks like we are going to see Mole now coming up from bottom of Banana with that M4. That's a good flashbang. That's going to really screw Shig over on the entry. And Mole, well, he completely blinded Minch as well. So Minch, top of the Banana, no vision whatsoever though. And it was just a formality that kill was going to come in. So 14-7 now the scoreline. And really, at this point, I think 2 rounds left here to get for Anexis. They should pick these up quite comfortably with that scoreline, shouldn't they? Yeah,
and if you look at Infused, they've been on an eco, and they've just been able to buy full up now, all the weapons, AWP in hand as well. And if they lose this round, they're going to pretty much have no money left for that match point. So this round is going to be pretty huge for Infused to win. And they will be looking to get the opening kill here.
Minches and company, they've got to start putting these rounds up on the board, and they've got to do it fast, because if they want a chance of, you know, stopping game point here and winning what would be a massive upset, now's the time to do it. So key pivotal round here in Counter-Strike. As we can see, ZSY and company slowing it right down now. It's a 4-on-4. Mole has been dropped, so the standout player for Anexis so far is now, well, he's watching from his teammates' perspective, so not particularly the start that Mole would have been looking for, but most definitely the start that Infused would have been looking for.
Indeed, it's down to 4 versus 4 and release down to 60 HP, and that's because of a team attack from Rattlesnake, actually, as we get the push into B here, Jay.
A lot of flashbangs going off on that Banana site. We are seeing Mark's completely blinded. He's going to be shut down by Weber. As I have a coughing fit, sorry about that. Looks like we're going to see MX shut down Mark, and it's going to be Rattlesnake on the entry with the AWP from the backstab. So that site now completely retaken. ZSY going to be the last man standing. AWP on AWP, potentially, yeah.
Let's see, it's a little bit of a hard situation here for ZSY.
It's not an envious task, let's say that.
High level of play, high level of play. Coming out from both players actually there. So match point.
They've been well throwing the guns at each other then. That was very awkward, but yep, match point nonetheless. And really now this is Anexis' game to lose.
Well, in fact, we can see that Infused got a lot of money here. They've bought up with helmets and everything. So it's not over just yet, but they will need to do more than just get that opening kill, because that did not help them out much in that previous round, Jay.
No, Anexis were very smart though. They did give up the banana bomb site, but that didn't stop them from actually retaking. So now it looks like we are seeing Infused here making a slow push up mid with just ZSY. Not particularly too much going on around the map at the moment. Rattlesnake has taken some 26 HP's worth of damage, but nothing you would write home about, to be honest, considering he's carrying that AWP. Maybe if he was, you know, going one-on-one with the M4, but he'd be looking to pick his engagements at range here. Shig again, still on point here for Infused. It looks like Minches is also going to come up through top mid now. See a quad side and arch side push being put down at the same time. Looks like the quad side has actually peeled off now and they've all gone arch. So the opening is here. We could very well see a plant. All on site's got something to say about that. He's going to be shut down by the AK-47 of Minches though. He'd managed to find a frag onto Mark first. Probably a formality though. It's now a 4-on-2. Make that a 3-on-2 actually as Weber comes up the M4 frag. He's shut down by Shig. MX on site. He's tossing out the Molotov, but it's not going to do the job for him. It's not going to hold them back at all. So, much needed round on the board there for Infused. I think at this point now, Infused have got to be thinking, okay, well, it's obviously third place contention with Anexis. They need to be getting game point here, don't they? They need to be making this a draw.
Yeah, and that's they've got one hell of a road to do that on. I mean, they need to pick up the
7 rounds on the bounce. I mean,
yeah,
that's,
7 rounds against a team like Anexis, and also being on that harder side of the map. I don't see Infused really getting back into that 15-15 scoreline, and that's pretty much the only thing they need now. They can't be satisfied with only picking up a few rounds. They need to get 15-15 here against Anexis. And
I was going to say, even making it, like a say 16-14 doesn't do it for them.
No.
They need draw here, so they need 7 rounds on the bounce. To be quite honest, I'd say there's more chance of me eating my pants on her.
That sounds good.
That sounds like a health risk. I really, really do hope that Anexis actually lock this down though, because I know what's going to happen on stream. They're going to be like, yeah, eat your pants, come on. And I probably would attempt to do that as well. Anyway, we are going to see Rattlesnake pick up the headshot with the M4, so it's not looking like I'm going to be eating any actual garments today, which is always good. Infused. I'm starting to actually. That's the first time I've seen that from Infused. They've actually started to adjust. So they realised that there was a stack on mid. They decided, let's go apps instead. So they could have very well done that in the first half. I might not be giving them the drubbers that they're worth here, but because we did jump into this game in progress, we've not particularly seen that much from Infused, really.
It's all down to a 1v5, and it's Snipes getting out on the team kill. All right, so I mean, it's not much to say about that game, really, is there, Jay? I mean, getting into it a bit late. It has to be said, even though we had a little bit of problems with the SE version of this map, the game actually started before our previous game was done. So we would have missed a little bit of the game anyways. We would have missed a little bit, but we wouldn't have missed
as much if it wasn't for the fact that, downloading through... I don't know why they haven't implemented this yet, because it seems like it's such a no-brainer, but CL allow downloads through spectator mode. How hard is that?
Yeah, well...
That can't be that hard to implement. Come on, Valve. Well, it's not even Valve, it's Hidden Path, I suppose. Pull your fingers out and get that implemented. Maybe you'll start to see more spectation then. Anyway, we're going to take a brief break, because we're probably not really too far live from the last... Is it going to be the last of the Group A games now? This next one coming up, or have we got 2 more left?
In fact, I think we only got one more game. It's going to be Anexis VeryGames, and that's kind of the game that everyone has been waiting for. The clash of the Titans of Group A, one could say. Even though
you would have to say that, yeah, from what we've seen. I mean, Kick, they probably will finish second, but I think as the tournament goes on, Anexis are going to get stronger than Kick.
Exactly. They just need to get into it and get their flow on. I mean... Basically, all of these rounds that they're missing and pretty much losing out now is, I think it comes down to warm-up at the event, getting used to their setup, and also now they will have not only tonight to talk about the mistakes they've done, they will have the entire Saturday, because tomorrow is only Group B.
One thing to bear in mind, that means that coming into the playoffs, Group B are going to actually be warmer to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine Anexis. They're not one of those teams that on their off time are going to put in, say, 6-7 hours at an event when they're not actually playing.
And a little bit uncertain if they actually do have some PCs that will be available for them.
Good point, yeah.
The venue will also be closing.
Yep, and the venue closes at the Gadget Show at like 7ish, I think. So I suppose you could say that, if they've got laptops, they can always try, but that's not the same conditions at all. You can watch demos from laptops, I suppose. That does work, but
they will have to use the time they have to at least on the PCs to warm up. They have to throughout tomorrow not only watch the games from Group B, but try to get some games for themselves, mixes or whatever, just to get their aim up to par. And but I mean, strategically, they've got a lot of time to talk it over. And seeing as they got that replacement, I don't see them setting up advanced strategies.
No, it's going to be a bag full of defaults and the occasional sort of like cheeky like 4-man push with a 1-man
one guy needs to do some advanced flashes and stuff.
Yeah, that's basically what it's going to boil down to. You're not going to see anything that's revolutionary from them. No. But I do believe as the tournament goes on, you are going to see Anexis start to come to the forefront and achieve that potential that obviously they do have. Yeah. I mean, you look at the 5 individuals in server. I would say individually that they're perfectly capable of matching up against the likes of VeryGames. It's just when it boils down to that team play situation where it requires that last flashbang to be perfect. The communication to go off the flashbang. Oh, I'm pretty sure that flash just landed right on him. Go. Yeah. That's what they're lacking.
And also the research. I don't see Anexis being that kind of team with the players putting in the time outside of practice to look at demos from VeryGames or from NIP
and check out VeryGames weak link on say Infernal. Yeah. They're not going to do that, I don't think. They might very well watch the Group B games tomorrow, but one Group B game does not make an anti-strat, does it?
No, I mean no teams would want to utilize their good strategies during group games anyway. So what they can get out from the Group B games tomorrow won't really be what they will rely their matches on for Sunday.
Yeah, it'd be stupid to do so, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we will have the resumption of the Mad Catz CSGO Invitational. I am Jay Atkins, he is Warclown, and we should be back after this.